Welcome to Natural, Beyond Nature. So, with a visual novel just starting off, we are actually jumping straight into another one because I was watching both of these, and to my surprise, they actually came out around the same time. Now, this one is supposed to be a little more lighthearted, or at least it doesn't deal with as mature or violent themes. And we'll see if it makes for more of a pleasant, soothing experience, which is probably what some of you come here for in the first place. So, let's jump right in. So, directional keys, am I supposed to use these or can I actually use the mouse? A is save, S is load, yeah, that makes no sense, but okay. And the important thing is we can actually scroll back and forth through the dialogue, so that's kind of nice. Hold the key to skip dialogue quickly, I assume that's the down key. Previous dialogue does not work after making a choice. Huh. It also says if the soundtrack changes, which makes me wonder if it hits, like the sound has some sort of impact on things. I often have a dream. I am in a jet black world. There is nothing, only pure darkness. In this endless space, I begin to wonder. Where's that wander? With each step, I draw seemingly closer to the void. Yet, there's never a moment I stop, as though there is a sense of purpose. What is it? What am I looking for? Help. Amidst the nothingness, I hear the sound of a child, with a voice so clear it echoes through space, mangled with frantic sobbing. Desperately crying and pleading. Reflexively, I reach out my hand. Is it you? Is it you who calls out to me? Help me. Huh? Only then do I realize what the blaring noise a moment ago was. No, the bus! What am I doing? I can't believe I just missed it. If only I hadn't fallen asleep. Oh well. Coming here was a sudden decision. I haven't had much sleep since yesterday. It's too late to regret it now. I pull the bus schedule out of my pocket. Let's see. The next bus is 4 p.m. Are you serious? That's like 3 hours away from now. I scratch my head as the realization sinks in. I am in a bigger fix than I thought I was. Really, what was I expecting? Of course there's hardly any buses in this area. It's far from the city. Feeling deflated, I sit back in the empty bus stop. It's blue. It's so blue. Whether it's the city or elsewhere, the sky remains unchanged. It's the same as it was then. As my eyes are fixated on the dazzling yet lonely clouds above, I begin to recall the reason why I am here. 27 years of my life. All I've ever known is work. Indeed, work, work, and more work. The reason does not matter. We all just do it, like an invisible chain that has shackled us since birth. As if that is all that matters. I still remember vividly the foolish me who believed that as long as I gave my all, I would have a better life. But nothing has changed. The naive child who dreamed of a bright future is long gone. I am still trapped, like a hamster on a running wheel, perpetually chasing after a destination that does not exist. The only path available is one that loops endlessly. All of this, to what end? What is waiting for me there in the future, other than the end of this life? And then, while I wallowed in self-pity and loathing, it happened. It was just like any other day. The sky above was no different than it is now. Enough. I had enough. This isn't how my life should be. Frustration, weariness, and the desire to escape. When all of them came together, that was enough. Before I knew it, I quit my job, took out all my savings. And here I am, all alone in the middle of nowhere. What will become of me? I do not know. I did it on impulse, like a child who ran away from home. It was thoughtless, without any kind of plans. I am aware how foolish and pointless this all is. Yet strangely enough, despite my current predicament, I do not feel any fear. An unknown destination is better than none at all. The present me cannot help but feel this way. What now? Well, we're gonna be a man in action. We'll walk to the next stop. So I don't know what this exactly is, but we got one fragment. Okay. I should try walking to the next stop. It's probably better than waiting here. With that, I grab my backpack as I get myself ready for the long walk. 3 hours later. So in the end, our choice didn't matter. I wipe away the sweat that accumulated on my forehead. It has been a while since I last walked such a distance. It is a little overwhelming for someone like me who hardly works out. Phew. How far am I? I pull the map out of my pocket. Let's see. The nearest village is Kalkari. To get there, I need to... I squint at the map in an attempt to figure out my current location. It takes a few minutes before I realize how futile it is. No. Don't tell me I'm lost. I should have followed the road earlier. That's what I get for trying to find a shortcut. I cannot help but laugh at the number of blunders I have made in a single day. Yet, just like before, I am uncharacteristically calm and collected. The abundant greeneries, the smell of earth, and the gentle breeze, they are so pleasing. I feel like I could get lost in nature forever. Oh well. Whatever will be, will be. With a water bottle in my left hand, and a chocolate bar in my right hand, I hum my favorite tune as I nonchalantly carry on with my journey. Several hours later. Before long, the sun has set. The soles of my feet ache as I continue forward. Despite how much I have walked, it does not seem like I am reaching anywhere. I'm at my limit. I put down my backpack against the nearest tree. Good thing I brought this with me. With contentment, I remove the sleeping bag out of my backpack and begin to unravel it. This reminds me of camping trips. Those were fun times. I look up as I curl inside the sleeping bag. The sky above has been replaced by a curtain of stars. How majestic. You can't really see that in the city anymore. It is so strange. Compared to the stars above, our existence is small and insignificant. After all, there are billions of them out there, with a vast majority far larger than our own sun. Yet the more I look at them, the more I am at peace with myself. How I live my life, what kind of person I am. In the end, it has little meaning in the grand scheme of things. Even if I disappear tomorrow, nothing will change. The world will still continue to exist regardless. Is it strange for me to say? It is really comforting to know. Slowly but surely, I feel the last bit of energy slipping away from me. It does not take long before I drift off to sleep. Huh? Where am I? This ethereal feeling. Am I dreaming? For some reason, I am aware that I am in a dream. The delicate disconnect from reality is wholly familiar. In spite of it, something is clearly different from usual. I cannot put my finger on it. Hey. A ghostly presence appears to greet me, in a voice so pristine as if it were nature itself. Can you hear it? Huh? The wind. The wind is singing. Not just the wind. The land, the mountain, the forest. They form a beautiful orchestra. Pardon me, but what are you talking about? Huh? You cannot hear it? That is a shame. It's such an enchanting melody. I hope one day you can hear it too. Wait. Huh? Huh? Oh. Before I knew it, the morning has come. What a strange dream. I wonder what it was. The air around me is so fresh and reinvigorating. It feels soothing to be able to wake up surrounded by nature. I stretch my arms and rub my eyes a little. My stomach begins to rumble not long after. Right. I haven't had a proper meal since yesterday. What to do? I don't know how far away I am from the village. I gaze into the trees as I contemplate my next move. I wonder how big the forest is. I didn't get a good look yesterday because it was too dark. If I'm lucky, I might be able to find something to eat. I pack my sleeping bag as soon as I decide to delve deeper into the wild. Then I begin walking through the woods with the sun as my only source of direction. All the while, I'm reminded of the dream I often have. Despite lacking a clear destination, I still walk with determination. I do not know what it is, but something is drawing me in. Somewhere deep in the forest, there's an open space. Standing in the center is an enormous tree. So massive it dwarfs its surroundings. Whoa, it's huge. I've never seen a tree this large before. It looks different from the rest. I wonder if there's any significance to it. I walk closer to the tree. I am about a few meters away before I notice something standing right behind it. Huh? The girl stands in silence, eyes closed, hands together, perfectly blending into her surroundings as if she were a part of it. Only the glitter of the morning sun, the whisper of the wind, and the dance of leaves can be felt. The moment I laid eyes upon her, I cannot take them away. A strong emotion surges within my chest. It is as though I have known this person since a long time ago. Day 1. So sorry if this expensive ruined your immersion, but it looks like we can now use those as ways to break up the days. Or at least the videos, that is. So I'm going to try to make the rest of this video day 1, and each video from thereafter will be the following day. Who's there? Her voice is so gentle, yet it carries such a strong presence. Just a few words are enough to capture her surroundings. Unable to catch up with my stirring emotions, I fail to give her a timely response. Bewildered, she approaches me. You? Who are you? I've never seen you around here. Her piercing gaze snaps me back to reality. I find myself scrambling around just to give her an explanation. I swear I'm not a suspicious person. I'm just a passerby. Are you from the city? How did you know? Visitors are rare. Those who are tend to come from the city. I see. That still doesn't explain why you're here. We are far from the village, literally in the middle of nowhere. It's not a place people would normally be. Well, I was trying to go to Kalsari village, but I lost my way. Or is that Kalkari? I'm not sure. We'll go with Kalkari. The thing in your hand is a map, is it not? She points to the map I'm holding in my hand. It is, but reading maps has never been my strong suit. I hastily stuff the map back into my pocket in an attempt to hide my embarrassment. But of course, as if that is not awkward enough, my stomach just has to growl at the most inopportune time. I'm sorry. This is mortifying. Her lack of response makes it worse. If I could, I would bury myself in a hole. How about you? What were you doing in the forest? To ease the tension, I decided to divert the subject. I was offering a prayer. It's for a sick friend. I wish for her recovery. A prayer? In the middle of the forest? I can see that you're confused. See the giant aloe tree behind me. It's no ordinary tree. The villagers used to worship it as a god. I see. No wonder it feels different. I give the olive tree another glance. This tree, isn't it dying? You can tell? The trees in this area are full of leaves. This is the only one without them. Indeed, I heard it wasn't like this in the past. It turned like this not long after the mud flow hit this island. Mud flow? A mud volcano. It happened around 30 years ago. Villages, houses, and farms were buried under the mud. Thousands of people were displaced. As a result, many have chosen to leave for the city. Nowadays, there are very few who still worship the tree. It's as if the god dies alongside its believers. Her words bring me chills. I am at a loss for words. But I have faith. As long as there's someone who believes in it, it's still here with us. Such a strong belief. I see no sign of hesitation. God, huh? It is not something an outsider like me to judge. Although there is one thing I can agree with. This is no ordinary tree. Something about it resonates with me. As if once is not enough, my stomach makes a noise again. The quiet surroundings make it all the more obvious. Hey. Yes? Let's hurry back to the village. We wouldn't want to discover a starving corpse here, would we? Contrary to her looks, she has quite the sharp tongue. I have no comeback other than a bitter smile. You're right. I follow her as she leads the way out of the forest. Pardon me. Yes? I have yet to introduce myself. My name is Olia. Nice to meet you, Lima. Yet again, another nod without uttering a word. So far, she gives me the impression that she only talks when necessary. Neither hostile nor friendly. Strangely, I do not dislike it. On the contrary, I find this quietness comforting. And just like that, the two of us continue to walk together across the woods in silence. Several hours later. After a rather long walk, we finally reach the village. By the time we get there, the sun is already high above us. We are here. Thank you. You're a lifesaver. Now I just need to find a place to eat. I wander around the village, looking like a lost child. Come, I'll make you something. Pardon. Without giving further explanation, she proceeds to enter one of the houses. In spite of my confusion, I follow suit. Isn't this an inn? Of all places, why did she bring me here? I'm back. Welcome back. How are you? Good. How is Flori? She's sleeping in her room. I see. Thank you for taking care of her. We are forever in your debt. It's the least I can do. Who's that behind you? The woman finally notices my presence. Oh, just someone I picked up. Hold on. She is right, but why does it sound so wrong? I cannot blame the woman for looking incredulous. I swear I'm not a suspicious person. I'm just a visitor. I make a hasty attempt to explain myself. Really? She stares at me long and hard, looking unconvinced. Have I inadvertently made myself look worse? You have nothing to worry about. Olia isn't someone suspicious. I'll take responsibility. If you say so. After managing to convince the woman, Lima turns to me. You wait here. Worry not. It won't take long. Having finished talking, she leaves the room. Feel free to have a seat. Is it all right? This is an inn, right? Yes, it is. Then, Lima, due to some circumstances, she currently lives here together with the owner of this inn. I see. What a peculiar lifestyle. I wonder what the story behind it is. Despite my curiosity, I stop short from asking further. Prying into other people's lives is against my nature. A few minutes later... Here you go. You made this for me? Right. I don't know if it's up to your taste, so don't thank me yet. I glance at the bowl in front of me. It does not seem to contain anything weird. It's actually quite the opposite. The warm bowl, the enticingly sweet aroma, combined with the vibrant mixture of red, yellow, orange, and green. No matter how you see it, it looks nothing short of delectable meal. Unable to wait any longer, I take a mouthful. What? Is it bad? No, that's not it. I was just surprised. It's unexpectedly tangy. What's in the soup? Lima beans. To go on a bit of a tangent once again, I wasn't sure on the pronunciation of her name. That's why I had that awkward pause there. It's possible her name is supposed to be pronounced Lima, as in the bean. It's just I was kind of leaning towards Lima instead. Since they don't have voice acting here, we're kind of guessing on the proper pronunciation. Unless I can find confirmation from the developers somewhere on whether it's indeed Lima or Lima for her name. Really? good, so I put in a lot without thinking. Sorry. No, don't get me wrong. It's really good. I didn't know lime goes so well with lima beans. Huh? The stoic Lima actually looks pleased. Did my compliment get to her? Why, of course. My stomach has to rumble once more. It would not just let me look good in front of her. There's still a whole pot in the kitchen. You can have as much as you want. Thank you. It's fine to say that now, right? She graces me with her smile once more. You're welcomed. It is supposed to be a mundane situation, yet I feel more spirited than ever. It's just like her cooking. There's something unique about it that makes me feel adventurous. I have not felt this kind of quiet passion in a long time. In the end, I managed to gobble down a whole pot of soup. I slump over the sofa, feeling satisfied. Phew. I haven't eaten this much in a long time. Maybe I should go for a walk. Lima is sitting right across from me. Should I ask for her company? Or would it be a bother? What should I do? Choice 5. Well, we're not going to alone. Well, I have nothing to lose. I should go for it. Hey, Lima. I'm going for a walk. Would you like to come with me? Is this some sort of pickup line? Huh? No, that's not it. This is my first time here. I don't know where to go. I just wonder if you could show me around. I feel that all I've been doing lately is frantically trying to explain myself. Unfortunately, she looks completely unimpressed. I brace myself for her rejection. I think we should go. The woman unexpectedly interrupts us before I can hear her reply. I know it's been hard for you all this time, but it's fine to take it easy every now and then. But I understand your concern. You can leave Flori to me. I'll look after her. Okay. I'll go. That moment of hesitation before she agrees is disconcerting. Are you sure? Is it really okay? Is there a problem? No, of course not. If you're okay, then... Wait. Let me leave a message. She picks up a notepad and scribbles something on it. Finished writing, she tears the piece of paper and hands it to the woman. Please give this to Flori. Sure. I'll be back soon. Be safe. The woman sends us off with a satisfied look on her face. As we step outside, the feeling of guilt begins to seep in. I contemplate if this is a bad idea. Are you sure it's really okay? My knowledge of this island is impeccable. You're in good hands. Okay. That's not quite what I meant, but I have a hunch that it'll complicate things if I ask further. So, where do you want to go? The forest? The mudflow? Or the beach? Pardon? That's about all the places you can go to around here. If you think this island is a tourist spot, then you're sorely mistaken. I see. We have just been to the forest. I had better choose somewhere else. Mudflow or beach, huh? Which place should I visit first? I'm kinda curious about this mudflow. Okay, 4th fragment. Let's go with the mudflow. Oh? You sure have weird hobbies. Pardon? How so? I heard taking a mud bath is good for you. That's not why I'm going there. Of course. After all, it has been 30 years. The mud has probably hardened. Did she just tease me? With a girl like her, you can never tell. Alright then. We have to take a bus ride. Follow me. And thus she directs me to the nearby road. The sight of the empty bus stop reminds me of the long wait yesterday. I'm just glad I'm not on my own today. We have to wait here for an hour or so. Waiting again, huh? I guess it's to be expected. You don't like waiting? I'm not usually this bad. It's just that I've waited for many hours yesterday. I couldn't stand it all, so I decided to walk to the village. And that's how I ended up in the forest. What a wonderful sense of direction you have. It's not that bad. I ended up meeting you because of it. I see. More terrible pickup lines. It took some time to get used to it, but right now I find that sharp tongue of hers oddly endearing. So, why did you come here? I've said this before. This island is anything but a tourist spot. Well, it's a long story. To make it short, I quit my job and ran away here. I'm serious. As silly as it sounds, that's exactly what happened. Well, I have enough savings to last for a while. I should be alright. As long as you don't end up dead from getting lost. True. We spent the next hour talking about random things while waiting for the bus to come. An hour later. Then, as we step into the bus. Is something the matter? No. It's nothing. I just don't like buses. Really? Should we walk instead? You're saying that now. I'm sorry. You have other things to worry. If you want to see the mud flow, you'd better be prepared to climb over the stone wall. The stone wall? Right. It was built to prevent the mud from overflowing and flooding the village. I see. Be careful. If you slip, you die. I will? The sky has turned scarlet by the time we reach our destination. I follow Lima carefully as the two of us climb over the stone wall. A cool breeze greets us as we reach the summit. Wow, it's huge. The desolate sight and its emptiness. So vast, yet so lonely. Seeing it up close sends shivers down my spine, as my mind tries to take in what is right in front of me. Whoa, what was that? I look up at the person who bumped into me. Huh? Ow. What a powerful headbutt. It's so strong. I feel I'm losing my memory. Pardon? Huh? Who are you? How come I don't recognize you? Don't tell me I've really lost my memory. No, I'm positive this is our first meeting. No way. I'm the #1 source of information on this island. I'm sure I know you from somewhere. You didn't lose your memory, though I can't ascertain whether your intelligence is intact. Lima, fancy seeing you here. This is the kind of place you usually visit. What brings you here? Lima shifts her eyes towards me. There's plenty of mud here. Please go ahead. For the last time, I'm not here for a mud bath. What? This head butter wants to have a mud bath here? No, seriously. Listen, mud baths are good. Mud baths are great. They help to release toxins from the body, relieve muscle pain, and improve circulation. This might not be a certified spa, but who cares about that? Feel free to dive in. He corners me with eyes full of is unfortunate that he happens to be the type I cannot deal with. Really? I'm not here for that. I heard about the mudflow, so I was curious. That's all there is to it. Man, that sucks. Humor me, won't you? Since when am I a comedian? I can't help it. It's boring, you know? I've been here all afternoon. What are you doing in such a place? As an aspiring journalist, I was tasked to write a report about the mudflow. I've been thinking about what to write, then you two suddenly popped out talking about mud baths. Why don't you write about them? Them? You mean mud baths? Well, it's not a bad idea per se. This area has been like this for decades. I think it's time to do something about it. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I like it. Mud baths for reclamation. Yeah, that's it. I'll do that for my assignment. I have a feeling that Lima was not serious when she said that. Anyway, it's late. Now that I know what to write, it's time to head home. Take care, Lima. He climbs down the levees, leaving Lima and I alone in the vast wasteland. For some time, the two of us quietly gaze upon the horizon. Moments later, she breaks the silence. What a perfect display of mankind's foolishness. Every time I look at this, I'm forced to come to terms with it. How? What do you mean? It's exactly as I said. The landscape you're witnessing now is the byproduct of human error. Hold on. I thought this was a natural disaster. What a joke. This was caused by negligence of an oil and gas exploration company. They wanted to exploit Mother Nature by extracting the abundant natural resources underneath this land. But of course, those greedy people didn't even bother to do their job properly, and the result is this whole mess. When will we ever realize what we are doing to our planet? We are destroying nature with each passing minute. I'm regretful that there's little I can do to change it. What a fervent speech. I can see flames in her eyes, like a volcano waiting to erupt, even though that's not the impression I got while reading that. Underneath that indifferent look lies a passionate soul. She has shown signs of it since we first met. Even that cannot be compared to this. Her raw emotions feel stronger than ever. That's a shame. I would love to see how this place used to be. It must have been beautiful. Do you think it's possible to change it back to its original form? It would probably take many, many years. But I don't think it's impossible. You think so? Yeah. It would be nice if it were true. It is a relief to see her lighten up upon hearing my words. It might be something as simple as a smile, but I found myself hoping for more. And to me, that is all that matters. By the time we return to the village, the night has fallen. Whoa, it's already so late. Whew, I'm exhausted. It has been a really long day. I want to sleep in the sleeping bag again today. You're right next to an inn, you know. Right. It would be nice to have a bath and a dinner right away. How about you, Lima? I'm going to check on my friend. I wonder if she's referring to her sick friend. I see. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. Thank you, Lima. I had a lot of fun today. I really appreciate it. It's nothing. It's good exercise for me as well. I see. Can I ask something before you go? Yes? I've been meaning to ask this, but have we met somewhere before? Indeed. This question has been lingering in my mind. The strong reaction I had towards her the moment we met. It feels familiar, yet at the same time foreign. I just cannot wrap my head around it. This again. Your pickup lines are terrible. No, that's not what I meant. Looks like I have to teach you a thing or two. Pardon? First, you need to push them against the wall. Then gently Slide your index finger under their chin and lift it up. Lean closer as you gaze into their eyes. Do that, and no one in this world can resist you. I don't think that's how it works. Right. They are more likely to call the police instead. I cannot help but let out a chuckle. She is like Jack in the Box, full of surprises. You cannot guess what she is going to say next. I thoroughly enjoy every second I spend with her. Anyway, I have to go. Later. And thus she leaves me on my own, just like that. We've only known each other for a day, yet here I am, already feeling so lonely. I wonder if I'm being too sentimental for my age. Alright, I should go as well. I'm about to enter the inn when I suddenly hear a really loud noise coming out of it. Huh? What was that? In that instant, I have a sinking feeling that something terrible has happened. Without thinking, I rush in immediately. All the lights are off. The only source of light is coming from the fireplace. It takes but a few seconds to adjust my eyesight. There I witness Lima. She flinches upon realizing my presence. Uncharacteristic of her, she is visibly shaken. Despite her trembling hands, she continues to hold on to the unconscious girl. It's all